So listen, if you're thinking about selling your home in New Smyrna Beach, Port Orange, Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach Shores, or anywhere in coastal Volusia County over the next year or two, today's video could save you thousands of dollars. As active realtors, we walk through homes with buyers every single week. And over the last year, I've started hearing some comments over and over again, some of the same comments. It's not necessarily that these are bad homes, it's that certain design choices are causing buyers to hesitate. So some of these trends were incredibly popular just a few years ago. Others are expensive features that homeowners thought would add value, but buyers are now seeing them as future expenses. So today, let's talk about 10 home trends buyers are walking away from and whether they're really worth changing before you sell. Hey there, if you're new to the channel, you want to learn everything there is to know about living in New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas like Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach Shores, Ponce Inlet, Port Orange, or Edgewater, then you have come to the right place. My name is Matt Ecoff. I'm a local real estate expert. This is my beautiful wife, Rachel Ecoff. She's also a local real estate expert, and we're here to share everything from the best neighborhoods to the hottest spots around town. Listen, we cover everything from school zones to flood zones. We get phone calls, emails, text messages, and Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach. So whether that be in 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach. Also, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas. Also, even if you're not looking in coastal Volusia County, reach out anyway, whether it's listing or buying, because we have resources all over the country. We travel a lot. We know people. We're in peer groups. I'm actually speaking next week at a YouTube convention. So we know people all around, so we can get somebody pre-qualified for you. So if you're not looking to move to coastal Volusia, but still somewhere else, don't hesitate to reach out. All right, so we're talking about 10 trends that buyers hate.
10 trends that buyers hate.
Yeah.
Number one, which was extremely popular, we're going to call it the millennial gray version of
Gray
house.
everything. Number one is gray everything. Yeah. So I remember a time when flipped houses looked exactly the same. We had gray walls, gray floors, gray cabinets. For years, this was the safe choice, you know. But lately, I'm hearing buyers describe these homes as cold and sterile.
Lacking personality.
Exactly, lacking personality. Now that doesn't mean you paint your entire house lime green, okay? No. Neutral still wins, but we're talking about like warmer whites and soft beiges, okay? Don't go overboard. Those colors tend to feel much more inviting than 50 Shades of Gray. So, although look, that might be your thing. So, listen, I still walk in homes in Venetia Bay, Water's Edge, Spruce Creek Flying Community. We see a lot in there that have this exact look. It isn't necessarily hurting the home, but it certainly isn't helping it anymore.
Well, I think it's really, about, we had a video where we were talking about what buyers are looking for and how they're being much more particular right now.
Sure.
And if you can be choosy and picky when you're out there purchasing a home, you walk into that millennial gray and everything's the same color and they're just like, oh, it sucks the energy out of the home.
Well, and it could be the same. I mean, there might be a lot of grays, you know, and part of selling a house is being, being different, being sticking out. So again, not that whole lime green house we're talking about. I actually kind of like the color of your dress.
Don't do this.
So let me give it a strong hint for sellers. Okay, if we're getting negative feedback on paint color, that's the thing that we're hearing, but we don't want to paint the house, then let's get a quote and we leave the paperwork. Okay, 610 Mura Court was a perfect example of this. A guy was in Venetian Bay in Portofino Reserve. He was Italian, and the house was dark, and it was, everybody loved the house. It was a pool home. It was, over 3,000 square feet, but it was dark interior, and it was expensive dark, but it was dark nonetheless. And so, after 3 or 4 showings where that was the same thing, I went out, I got quotes from New Vision Painting, and I put the quote with all the paperwork, and it sold the next week because people didn't realize, like, oh my gosh, only $8,000 to paint the entire house.
You also had a visual mock-up put together of what it would look like repainted
if it was all white,
warm colors and whites, and people could then actually really envision what that was going to look like. It was much less daunting when somebody saw
So when we knew that this was the problem, then let's come up with a solution and show people this isn't a $50,000 paint job like people were thinking, oh my God, this could be $50,000, because people naturally tend to think that things are expensive in Florida like they are in California, but they're actually not. So we got a quote for $8,000, and then the actual buyer used that used Travis at New Vision Painting to,
And that was to paint the entire house, which was how many square feet?
it was over 3,000 square feet.
So big house and not as big of a price tag as you would think. All right, let's move on to number 2. One of the things that buyers are hating as a trend is Farmhouse Everything.
Yeah, now maybe you live in Tennessee, or maybe you live in North Carolina, and maybe Farmhouse, that would be really crappy. Maybe Farmhouse Everything is still a trend for you, but I'm going to tell you, in coastal Volusia County, Farmhouse Everything ain't working. Okay, I think Chip and Joanna Gaines permanently changed American real estate by what they did.
Yeah,
You know,
I think so.
shiplap and barn doors and rustic signs. 5 or 6 years ago, buyers loved it. Today, most buyers tell me that they want something cleaner and more timeless. And again, we're in coastal, so you know, Farmhouse Everything doesn't really work in coastal. People want coastal, so a little farmhouse, okay, that's all right. You can do that. An entire house that feels like a country store in Cracker Barrel. The whole house is Cracker Barrel. Okay, that becomes harder to sell when your house is Cracker Barrel.
Yeah,
So
and again, these are trends that people just latch onto. Trends are fleeting. You have to remember, when it's your home. Now, if it's your forever home, do what you are gonna
do
do.
your thing.
But when you're trying to sell something to the masses, you want to be what's most easy to move. And when you have a whole theme going on in your house, like one singular theme like that, and it just overtakes it, like you said, like a Cracker Barrel. People are not liking it.
No. Move on real quick and let's get into number 3. Number 3 is rooms with only one purpose.
Okay, so what does that mean?
We've seen this. So this one surprised a lot of sellers. Maybe you've converted a bedroom into a giant walk-in closet.
Okay.
We just saw that. We just saw in Venetian Bay, and she converted it back actually. But you know, this room, which was the size of an office or the size of a small bedroom, was a second walk-in closet for her and her shoes, and it didn't make any sense at all. And so unfortunately the lady passed away. It was the aunt of a local real estate agent that I'm very close with, and Susie called us in and she's like, you know, hey, I converted this back to and now made it into an office. So we're talking about, you know, converted bedroom into a giant walk-in closet, or turning your garage into the ultimate sports or man cave. You know,
taking away from what the purpose of the room was intended.
Yeah, the problem isn't that it necessarily looks bad or is bad for, you know, for the person that's living there. The problem is flexibility for future, you know. So most buyers immediately start calculating how much is it going to cost to convert this back, and what else can it be. Joanna and Marcel that came in that watch our videos, that came down from Wisconsin. Remember the house, the lady called it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and because she put a little built-in closet in the back sunroom, and Marcel kept walking around, he's like, this is not a bedroom. She's like, well, officially it is because it's got this closet. This is not a bedroom. It wasn't a bedroom, and there was gym mats laid on the floor, you know. So we're talking about this again. Most buyers are immediately calculating how much it costs to convert back. So number 3 is rooms with only one purpose. All right, so let's get into number 4, which is giant 2-story entryways. Now,
there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, there may be some things that you can't do on this. There was a time we're walking into a house with a 20-foot ceiling, screened luxury. You know, today though, many buyers look at the same space and think, well, that's expensive to cool, or, you know, look at all this wasted square footage. You know, luxury today isn't necessarily bigger, it's smarter. So again, giant 2-story entryways, there's maybe not much you can do about that. But look, if you're thinking about building a home and, you know, you're thinking about you're only going to be here for the next 5 years and you're going to sell it to buy something better, then I would say avoid buying something with this huge giant 2-story entryway.
Ceilings like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, number 5 is going to be high maintenance finishes.
Yeah, I always remind buyers that you're not just buying today's kitchen, you're buying tomorrow's maintenance. Okay, unsealable marble, cheap laminate counters, you know, delicate finishes. What are you smiling about?
I have a thing to say about it.
Oh,
You
okay.
just said unsealable marble, and I remember a giant mistake that we made together one time in our kitchen.
I do remember as well.
And that was a high-end maintenance finish that we shouldn't have done, because it was, I mean, it stained immediately. That the first day I got it.
Yeah, these are mistakes that we've also made as homeowners, but also have seen people make. So, you know, these delicate kind of finishes, those things make buyers nervous because they're already thinking about the replacement cost. You know, they see those expensive things. And again, not to say that you don't want to do, you know, nice stuff. I mean, we're currently doing a home remodel right now, and it had been our house has been remodeled several times, and all of them were on the cheap. And so now we're undoing all that cheap remodel stuff and doing it on the expensive. That's what it feels like. I know we're doing it on the nice side, but it feels expensive to me.
It feels expensive to us, but also we're doing it with permits. We're doing it the correct way. We're making sure that it is safe and going to be long-term durability.
Yeah. So this is a cross. Okay, this is a cross pollination of me as a GC and somebody who's flipped a lot of houses. Me as a homeowner, and then also me as a realtor. Me that sees somebody, hears buyers, works with buyers all the time, and works with sellers. And I have to say, hey, listen, this is not what we need to have coming in. Okay. So, all right. So let's move on. Let's get into number 6, which is pools. Now, I want to put an asterisk that, we'll put an asterisk out there that this one depends. Okay. So number 6 is pools. Now, before everyone in Florida starts yelling at me and going crazy, pools are absolutely desirable here. In fact, many buyers specifically want one, and they don't even want to look at houses without them, no matter how great the house is.
They don't want to wait on the time to put a new one in.
Exactly.
The cost of putting a new one.
But an older pool, a pool needing resurfacing, a pool with garbage landscaping around it that needs to be pulled and then re-put in, or equipment that's 20 years old, or pumps that don't work. This is where the pools can be a problem. If you're not taking care of it the right way.
Deferred maintenance.
Yes. So this can actually scare buyers. So, actually it's crazy that you said that. Pools aren't the problem. Deferred maintenance is the problem. So you said it perfectly. Again, it's not the pools, it's deferred maintenance and the things around the pool. So remember, you're always wanting, as a seller, you're always wanting your house to look as close to like a model home as humanly possible. And you'd never go to a model home that has a pool that's going to be freaking crazy everything all over the place, like they just finished a party. Yeah. All right, so real quick, just as a quick pause, if you're thinking about moving anywhere in coastal Volusia County, again, Ormond Beach all the way to Edgewater, there's a link below that me and my team can help you out. Okay, we can do Zoom, we can do email, we can even do text messages. I have no problem with that. Most of our clients come from out of state, and we'd love to help you find the right neighborhood, not just the right house. That's why we do these things. Yeah. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you get the updates and notifications, but also don't hesitate to reach out because we do have our contact information here for a reason. Okay, number 7, overly personalized homes. Okay, I'm always telling sellers your house should feel like a model home, like we're talking about, not a museum. Okay, I love family photos, but when I'm showing a house, I don't want to see family photos. I don't want to see collections. I don't want to see hunting trophies. Bright accent walls. None of these things are wrong, but buyers have a hard time picturing themselves living here when they see those kind of things. Plus, they take up a lot of space a lot of the time.
They do take up a lot of space, and I was recently showing a home to some clients, and this guy who lived there, his home was definitely overly personalized. Every room.
I've never seen so many family pictures and trophies in my life in one place. I mean, holy crap. Pictures that were this small, along with 1,000 other pictures. That's awesome. I love my family too, but come on, man, like, you're freaking trying to sell your house. So the easier you make the visualization for the buyer, the stronger your offers usually become.
So depersonalized.
Depersonalized, yes. Again, I like your family. I don't know your family, but I'm sure they're great. But we don't want pictures frigging everywhere.
All right, so number 8 is the DIYer. DIY repairs, DIY things in the home. It was a really big trend, and it still is. I mean, tons of people are DIYing things all the time, but it is not something that current buyers are excited about.
No, nothing kills confidence faster than when buyers are wondering what else did they fix themselves, and what permits weren't pulled. We're talking about worn carpet, we're talking about, poor paint touch-ups, old brass fixtures, uneven flooring, where flooring is coming up, shoddy electrical.
Or just things look crafted yourself. DIY crafting of cabinetry, DIY crafting of, crown molding and things that are personalized to that home. Yeah. It turns buyers off immediately. Yeah. I think what is wrong with it?
I don't think any of these things individually are huge, but together, collectively, they create doubt, and doubt costs sellers money.
Exactly.
All right, number 9. I hate number 9. Open shelving. Okay, I'm sorry if open shelving is something that you love. This one looks incredible on Pinterest. Okay, it photographs beautifully.
It does.
But in real life, most buyers tell me that they'd rather have cabinets, and they'd rather have storage. They'd rather have less dusting. They'd rather have less clutter. It just doesn't makes sense. To have all perfect uniform cups and the gorgeous and everything looks nice on the wall, just no. Open shelving is no bueno if I spoke Spanish. It has its place, just not an entire
Not a
kitchen
full
full
kitchen of it. Yeah, I agree. You still need places to put big appliances away. You still need to be able to hide all of your mismatched mugs and things, or shot glasses that have been collected around the world.
Yeah, or that too. Who are you speaking about?
I don't know who collects those.
I don't use them though. I just collect them.
That is a lot.
Okay, number 10. This one's pretty friggin' easy. And these are in no particular order, so this actually might be number 1 if they were in particular order. Number 10 is removing bedrooms. Okay, this is the biggest mistake on today's list, like I said, by far. I've seen homeowners combine 2 bedrooms into one massive primary suite, or convert garages into a living space, or remove bathrooms altogether. While it might fit your lifestyle, it often hurts real estate resale. Actually, I say often, but really most of the time and almost all the time. Because remember, buyers are searching online by bedrooms and bathrooms. Your neighborhood is full of 4-bedroom houses, and you have a 3-bedroom, you might not even be looking at all. And in fact, so many people are selecting their criteria and putting 4-bedroom, 3-bath, or 3-bedroom, 2-bath, plus, and now you've fallen out of that and you've missed, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, maybe even of potential buyers by doing this, because now yours is a 3-bedroom home or it's a 2-bathroom home, and you've automatically eliminated this huge portion again of your buyer pool before they've even walked through the front door. So, moving these things, now I can say you can do this strategically. Right now, we are doing a big remodel and we are taking a bathroom out completely.
But we
are adding it in another area. So we're opening up the living space and the square footage, and we're adding a bathroom to another area. So we don't lose a bedroom or a bathroom. So you can do this strategically. I'm saying eliminate without replace. Okay, that's a big one. All right, so what should you take away from all of this? You don't need to remodel the entire house before selling. Okay, in fact, most of the time I tell sellers not to spend tens of thousands of dollars on renovation. I tell them not to do, flooring, or I tell them not to do full kitchen remodels or bathroom remodels, because we don't know what a buyer's going to like. Rather, let's price it accordingly so somebody can do this themselves. Yes, if we need a whole bathroom remodel, then you know what? Let's take $15,000 off the price that we were going to place in the first place, and let's talk about that during selling. Okay, we want to focus on good maintenance, keep the home clean. Again, we want a model home kind of feel. We make it feel warm, and leave buyers a blank canvas that they can picture themselves in, not pictures of 1,000 family members around your house. Okay, so now I'm curious, what trend do you completely disagree with? What do you think I'm completely wrong on this? I'm asking you to come back and tell me that I'm wrong, and I'm okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. And
I want to know ones that they were not on the list. Tell me some trends that you have noticed recently that you're like, ugh.
Yeah, what are you getting tired of? I agree with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Listen, and if you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in coastal Volusia County, from Ormond Beach to Edgewater, listen, we get phone calls, emails, text messages, Zoom invites every day from people just like you wanting to move to the beach or sell by the beach. So whether it's 2 days, 20 days, or 200 days, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to help you move to the beach or sell by the beach. Thanks for watching. Until next time, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you get all the updates and notifications about New Smyrna Beach and surrounding areas. We'll see you on the next one.